Hey friends, Diane, just wanted to hop in here really quick and say hi to you. And this is like take 24 or something like that. But I did want to share with you a little bit, and just enjoying the sunshine today, and wanted to do a little bit of accountability with my face and where I'm at. And I did have this new dress that I had never worn and kind of fit into it now, so decided to put that on, and it felt kind of nice. So I wanted to first apologize to anybody that I've hurt by making these videos. It's not my intention. You have to remember where I am in my situation as well, and I'm truly kind of out here by myself, right? And there's a lot going on, and it's important for me to get my message out there, only because you know, there's some concern for some things that are going on. And so mental health is a serious matter, of course, and mental health means that if you're not doing well and you're not doing things, then you need to seek out some help, right? So with me and my situation with my daughter, I sought out the help that I needed, right? And I think I talked to you about that situation that happened at that hospital with the detectives and all of that, right? So this is, again, a case of abuse of somebody with mental health, right? So when this first happened with my daughter, and I had been lived with her for almost 3 years, and, you know, did the Nana things, did the mom things and all of that, I actually, life for the most part was pretty good, right? So after I moved out, when she filed a report or when she spoke with somebody about the situation, it turned into, Mom, it's okay, you know, you're heard, you're loved, like, it was a very, it just didn't fit the situation, right? Because I'm living my life. It was sort of a preamp for it all, right? But when I moved into my apartment, definitely there was some things that went on, and they're going to say no investigation, and that's fine. I mean, I think I've got enough information to share that would show that. But anyway, and what you saw also at the campaign on the you know, on Facebook, right? So the campaign, you probably saw people saying, you know, you need to get help, you're mentally ill, and they would challenge what I was saying, right? And so what's going on is that they're saying you need help, you need help, you need help, but they're not here, right? They're haven't seen friends in a bit. I'm here, my family's all apart, so how would they even know that, right? So they're being told something, and it's part of that whole, we're going to prove this case in court. We're going to say, hey, all these people wanted to help you, but you didn't get help, right? They want me to fit in, I believe, the authorities or whatever want me to fit into this box that says, hey, I'm psychotic, right? I want to create this lady that's psychotic, right? She has a severe mental disorder. And so I'm not fitting into that, right? I don't have any of that. So that's kind of what's going on at this moment in time. But what I am picking up on are things that are happening, right? So I've got some DoorDash delivery stuff that I do, and I believe that the authorities are trying to create a menace to society. That's sort of the final step, and that's been information that they got from the doctors. They're trying to create that I'm a very poor person, right? And so that's where the doctors participated in it, and this will all come out later, right? And but the doctors participated in all of this because they must have went there and said, hey, this lady has harmed her grandchild, or she's this or she's that, right? And so they, of course, the doctors be like, oh yeah, let's get her off the street. So that was kind of the approach, and maybe that's the approach that they used with you too. Maybe they called and said something or told you something, right? And this isn't my paranoia or my mind saying, you know, oh my gosh, I'm worried about something I did. I really didn't do anything. And it's not a matter of delusion. It's not a matter of any mental illness that would cause any of that stuff. I'm just straight up like that's the situation. So I don't know really what's going on, but as I said, I'm picking up bits and pieces, right? So I've got the DoorDash delivery people that a couple of them, like one girl was so afraid to come out, or you hand the bag and they're just so afraid, right? My sister, she said she was fearful of me. You could just tell. And that was like, I didn't get that piece of it at all. I just didn't understand any part of that, right? Or the DoorDash guy that you deliver the food that, you know, indicated that he got a call and that he was okay, just wanted to make sure nobody put anything in his food. So basically these authorities are going behind me or wherever I'm going. So I check into a hotel, everything's great. and then I go back and their eyes are wide open, right? There's something going on. So that's the scary part of this whole entire thing. So is it the fact that authorities maybe believe that I harmed my grandchild and they're just kind of doing the revenge on Nana thing? Or is something being created? Like, what in the heck's going on? What is creating this? You know, sitting on the curb yesterday with, I had my notebook and my Bible, and I was drinking some coffee, and all of a sudden, you know, this girl comes up and she snaps pictures of me, right? Or just today, I was at the church, and I was parked by the daycare, and somebody comes by and snaps pictures of me. Now, that's not paranoia, but that's backed up on a situation where at my apartment, they were coming by snapping pictures of me. And someone told me about photoshopping and things like that. So, what's going on, right? So, I just want to know. I want to know what's going on, and this, I mean, please don't do this to people, right? They don't just take a situation where, and then create this, right? And even today, just out and about, they have this, somehow there's a chemical thing that they're doing. And I don't know exactly what it is, but it's sort of I don't really know what it is, but I'll be in a place and I can feel the chemical come over me, right? And so it's not, it sounds mental, but it is not mental. And so they're going to this extreme, right? Chemicals in my house, they're doing all of that. There's an extreme, and I'm severely baffled at somebody that hasn't done anything, why my life is to this point, right? This is not okay. This is, like I said, I have judicial rights, and unfortunately, I might lose them because of the way that my daughter's choosing to do this, right? It is not a case of mental illness, and that I can't take care of myself. I could take care of myself if I could get a job and the detectives or whatever wouldn't go after me saying something about me, right? I could I could work, definitely, right? I could do all of those things. But the problem is you have the investigation going on, right? And so therefore it's stopping me from being successful. And then you're going to take me to court to say, oh, she can't be successful because she's mentally ill. It's just, it's a really bad situation. So I need some help. And I need some legal help is what I need. And it's just going to be a barrage again. It's just going to be a really bad situation, right? And I need somebody to step in and help me. It doesn't matter if you've heard something. There's a court of law. We don't just go around and say people did things, right? And then people form an opinion of them. I would hope somebody said something, they'd be like, that's not my sister, or that's not Diane. Diane wouldn't do that, right? So hopefully people would have stood up and said something, and like, I don't even know what it is. I'm just putting these pieces together and trying to say, why would law enforcement go to this extreme, right? Why would they go to this extreme? So something's going on. Everyone's saying, oh, it's not, it's nothing to do with mental illness. So trying to move on in my life, but it's not, and I'm laughing, trying not to cry at this moment. So it's all good. I'm just working to get by, and I would like to see if you could, I'll put my information at the bottom. I really truly need some support in this effort, because if I do get picked up and independently committed, that means that they're going to formally commit me, and that means that they've gone to all of these extremes that are not within the law to get what they needed to do this, right? I can't imagine anybody on their own free will would say negative things about me unless they were coerced by these authorities. And that's what's happened, and that's the first starting unfair part right there. That's it right there. And so and then to tell people not to say anything to me, and it's not like I am a dirtbag piece of whatever that I don't deserve to have legal rights. I don't care what anybody. So everybody has a right to legal rights, right? And so that's my spin on it, yeah. And so I was thinking of my sister, and I almost got help from Father George up at our church. We have got a whole slew of people that could have potentially helped me in it. And Father said that she talked to him, but she said she didn't. And It's like everywhere I go, that opportunity for help is just gone. And so I really need the help, right? And so they want me. Well, actually, so what you're going to see on Facebook and what you probably have been seeing is that I'll have my nieces or nephews just pop in and kind of say some really bad things about me, and that's kind of that tail end part, and that's really, if anything, it breaks my heart. It breaks my my auntie mama heart, right? This isn't a case of bullying people. This is a case of trying to survive and trying to get my story out there, because I don't have anybody here. If I had a husband here, this never would have happened. If I would have had a lawyer, this never would have happened. And it's escalated to a place where, you know, these people feel like I don't have anybody that cares about me, so they can just do whatever they want to do, right? My family's just like, see ya, right? And so that's what's happening. And when you get in a mental institution, nobody cares about you, you're dead, right? And so really hard to take when you haven't done anything. Nothing. I haven't done nothing. So I ask you, please, and again, this is not about mental illness, this is not about delusion, this is not about anything. And I'm beginning to think this is about somebody, well, I already know they ran amok all over my life, right? I already know that, but they literally assassinated my life. And this is where I need my help. I need your help. So if you can contact maybe the governor of Texas, if you could get a hold of anybody that you think could hear this story and jump in and try to help and give me my judicial rights, right? Again, people can say whatever they choose to say, and I get it now. I totally understand what's going on, because I can witness what's going on around me, right? And the responses and words that are spoken, right? And they don't want me to believe there's an investigation. They don't want me to believe something happened. And by talking about it, I'm guilty, right? But I'm just speaking on what I'm witnessing and what I'm hearing, and it's a very scary situation at this moment. And then somebody wouldn't go to all of this, right? So I'm asking that you pray, that you pray for me, that we pray for my family. You know, we pray for that heavenly realm, a union of angels that come down and just surround my family, right? Just surround them and give them love. Let them know that they're loved, and they just don't have to go this direction. They really don't. That they have the power to stop this, right? They have the total power to stop this, right? And if it wouldn't have been for that situation, this never would have happened. And so this is where I kind of pull in that one particular person I was talking about, because that can be fixed. That situation is a quick fix. That's just a quick investigation. That is a quick lie detector. That is something. That is a quick fix for sure. But this Nana right here is the one that's being punished for that situation, right? And that's where the injustice started. And so the choice that they're picking at this moment is not for me to have a judicial process, right? It's investigators can just run amok and do whatever they choose to do to me, right? They don't have any consequences. They can just run chemicals to my house and my car every day for 12 weeks or whatever they're doing. They can just do that, right? That's terrorism, right? That's against the law. We can't use chemicals like that, right? So what is that? What is that going on, right? That's just completely unfair. Or you have an investigator that comes to you acting like they're interested in you, right? And you start talking and you're sharing things, but then you realize that they're actually a police officer, and that's not fair either, right? That's not a fair situation either. And so they're building their case based on ways you're answering your questions, words you're using, your mannerisms, and all of that, right? So I've just been screwed everywhere around, like the Wild West, right? It's been a really, really bad situation. So I ask you, Lord, I just ask, Lord, just to come down and pray. Again, the police knew where I was at all times, every single minute of every day. Phone, laptop, possible camera permits, right? Everyone's kind of stiff-lipped about all of that, but you know, so you know, if there's things going on that they knew where I was at all times, and this is where I need help. This is where I need the legal help to say that. And my family says they don't know that, but they do know that because they help participate in that with those investigators. So anyway, I love you bunches, and I ask you, and this is all alleged, of course, I'm not, but my sister called it a narrative, but it's really what's going on. This is like, this is live from the, oh, like, what do you call where the troops are? Yeah. And again, I just want to repeat this. This is not mental illness. This is not about the symptoms of, what are they saying, psychotic, or I think my sister used the word psychosis, right? It's none of those symptoms of paranoia. It's none of those symptoms of people are out to get me. It's none of the symptoms of a conspiracy theory. This is all factual based, right? There's not a daughter in the world that would do that to their mother. And especially a mother that raised her daughter from the time she was 18 years old, and tried to do the best that she could, and gave her a lot of stuff, and continued that on with my Nana. And so what I need is a fight for my life here, and I need your help, okay? So please, I ask you just to trust in what's going on here, and just to ask God, and I just asked for you to soften my family's heart and let them hear what's going on down here. And if they're part of it, they really want to have me convicted, or they really want to have me put away, or whatever, then I hope they reconsider what they're doing. And I just ask you all just to please pray and ask God that for the hedge of protection. Bless my daughter, soften her heart, Lord. Let her hear what God calls us to do. God calls us to honor our father and mother, right? And I'm probably not honoring her here, and I know that, but I'm trying to save my life here. So thank you so much, and bless you, and please know that if I need to get additional help, I'm going to seek it out for sure. But I'm taking every medication that I was supposed to take, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right? This is all part of, she's mentally ill. She's so mentally ill. She's so mentally ill. This is all part of it. And so I just love you all bunches, and please know that I have never harmed a single person in my entire life, ever, and I never will. I'm just about love and goodness, right? Love God, love people. That's what I do. So remember me. I love you. Remember the goodness. Hopefully I brought to your life, and I know many of you brought goodness to my life, and just help me get out of this situation. Okay? I love you bunches. Thanks.